Okay. So I'm trying to get my audio to work, but this thing's not working. I'm just recording BBBY for right now. Okay. I don't know if this audio is going to be the best, but we'll work with it. We'll see what we got here. So we'll keep it like that. Okay. So, pretty much what we're watching here is BBBY. I missed a huge move. I was getting ready, trying to get my setup good to go and all that, but kind of late here to it if I'm being honest. And my computer is kind of laggy if I'm being real, because it's struggling to hold up the second monitor. So we're gonna try and do what we can with it. Okay, so BBBY, it already pulled back. It made a massive move, made a really nice move actually. Nothing else is really hitting the scans besides SMRT, and my application crashed. Crazy. So we're already having tech issues this morning, which does suck, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. Give me a second. I gotta load up my platform here. Okay, so we're back to it. If this shuts down again, nah, that would suck. I think it will, if I'm being honest. SKYT's in the scans. This one doesn't look so bad. It's light on volume, so I won't treat it yet. BBBY, let's go back to this one. FRZA hitting the scans. So nice rip here on FRZA. Oh, that's an obvious 5-minute setup too. Look at that rip. Wow. Okay, so this is the one to watch at the moment. We could look at BBBY actually. This one is also curling, but its 5-minute needs to recover dramatically. FRZA, we'll go back to this one and watch this one. This one's the one that actually is ripping, so. So I don't want to get it up here. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. Wait for it to shake itself out here and figure out what it wants to do. Next 5 minutes gonna open in a little bit. So let's check out the daily. Well, it's a new IPO. High is around 16 or 15. So again, I don't want to be in this high yet. I want to wait for a pullback. So these are nice breaks in the stock. Really nice breaks. Let's make sure we're not missing anything on BBBY. BBBY is still popping here. Still has a couple more minutes before its next 5 and 10 minute open. So FRZA, gonna wait for a pullback on this one or sideways consolidation. We do have support at around 10. I could take a starter at around 10. Let's see if we can get that pullback to 10 though. But if it breaks through 10, I don't know. It's starting to slow down up here a little bit. It's a quick pop to 40. I think it's going to be a false break. It's 29 for a second, 23 now. So it's not holding so well up here. I don't even know what my sell keys are. I'm being honest. Let's see if this breaks 10. Take a start at 990 if it breaks. So missed my entry, I guess. Back to 7. 6, we need to break a 10. Bought the dip there in at 88. Actually, I'm not in at 88. I forgot to put the executions on. 87. Getting for the break of 10. Actually, trying to sell at 96 there. So my keys are the same. I forgot. So we can get out at 96. There we go. I was filled at 96 there. So about a 9-cent trade. That wasn't that good of a trade. That wasn't that good of a dip buy, actually. Let's pull back a little too much. There's a break of 10. So it's unfortunate I'm not in on this. Dip back in the teens, I'll get in. In there at 16 for the break through 1050. So we get that push through 30 again. It's 31, 32 now. Selling at 32. My exit was actually what, 34. Just having a hard time breaking there. Double top practically. So that's a good trade. 400 shares. Now that we have a cushion, I could take 500. We could start buying these dips in anticipation for a recovery around 10 and look for the break of its 5 and 10 minute high. But kind of curious as to where it's going to go. Right now it's kind of flagging on the 1 minute. So we do have somewhat of a flag here. Formation. Study, add another line. Could take another starter at 990. We'll take a larger share size though. Only thing that has me a little confused here is buying this dip could just break through 990 and that's kind of a wrap. I'd rather it not break this high and just sideways consolidate here. Might take an early starter. MACD has me spooked though. MACD makes me a little hesitant. My PC is also lagging a little bit, so we'll see. Finishing pretty high, I like that. Starter there at 18. 23, selling at 23 actually if I can. Getting out there because it wasn't showing a lot of strength and I don't want this to reject on me. And once that 1 minute open kind of low, that was kind of it. So in at 18 out of 23. Damn. So it broke the high. I just got spooked by its MACD if I'm being honest, and how choppy the stock is. See right there at 30, back to 11. So MACD has me a little scared here if I'm being honest. This one is not easy to borrow either, so I can't even short if I wanted to. Could get buy a dip around 990 again. Let's see. Back up to 1018, so dips are getting bought up. Still gonna wait it out on this next 1 minute. If this 1 minute finishes high or relatively high, it's gonna be great for its next 5 and 10 minute high break. 5 and 10 minute high are 1060, so that would be the target to go for. MACD does look like it's going to curl off of its level here instead of cross, but we got to be careful in anticipation of a false break here. It's very possible. Massive seller stacked at 10 there. Over 60. So now we're breaking trend. We're pulling down below the flag formation that I drew out. So this formation, if I can update it here. So now we're breaking below on my flag. And we gotta wait for a proper setup. If we have a nice recovery off 960 here, that'd be impressive though. So nice recovery here, all the way back to 10. Let's watch this. I'm in there at 86, looking for the break above 10. I took a 500 share position on this one, so in at 86. If this can't pop back above 75, that's it. That's a wrap. I'm stopping out there at 75. Getting rid of it there. Big seller at 75. So 73 is where my exit was, and 90 was my fill actually. So that's not what I was expecting. That was a good size loss there. So that's about a 15-cent loss. RAV's hitting the scans. We've definitely traded this one before. Break of its daily high here. That wouldn't be so bad. Daily high on this level is 919. What about BBBY? Let's see, this one's recovering too. BBBY is recovering. It's back to its highs. This doesn't look so bad. Double top here. High of this candle is 99. So is 90, 92. SKYT. Essence also hitting the scans. FRZA. Let's go back to this one. Make sure we're not missing a bounce. So it's just a false break on me so far, but this might actually come back. Only thing I'm not so sure about is it's 10 minute. That sucks. It immediately false broke on me after a nice recovery off the lows too, which is crazy. So we're gonna have to wait for this one. Let it shake itself out here. It's probably gonna be on the next 10 minute candle, a 10 minute formation. It is bear flag in here. forming an ascending wedge. BBBY breaking 18 there. So it's definitely not like MEGL yesterday. MEGL had a strong push. It just kept ripping. Let's go and check out MEGL, see what this one's actually doing. So this one's pulling back today. So it broke its daily high, and now it's just pulling back and trending lower at this point. But that's alright. It was a good stock yesterday. I made about 500 or 600 something on it. It's just unfortunate VEEE and then VRDN. Like that one just completely ruined the account there. Robbed my profits. So BBBY taking off here once more. Max share size on this stock would be 500 shares. FRZA does not look bad if its 10-minute breaks its low of 960. If the 10-minute breaks the low of 960, I wouldn't want to see it come down to VWAP, but if it does, I would buy VWAP. But it would have to pop up back to like 970, 990, somewhere around there. So this next 10-minute, I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I could buy it for the curl back into 10 here. Has to hold above 990. Let's see. Could get in there for the break into 990. I'm not gonna buy it yet. I'm gonna wait because 990 is the level it really needs to hold. So swapping a BBBY on this pullback here. 18 would have been my entry, but it looks like it already tapped that level and I kind of missed my opportunity. Let's see. There's a pop all the way up to 50 almost. Bro. So I think I want to get in for its 10-minute high. There's 50. Long there at 54. So really stupid entry on my part, if I'm being honest. In at 54, looking for the break. There's 57. No big sellers stacked up yet. Trying to get rid of there. Well, I'm not gonna sell that at 54 actually, or 56. I want to get profit in here. See if we can bump into the 70s. 75 would be my target to sell, I guess. Well, I guess I don't really have a choice. We broke the 10-minute high and the 5-minute high. Nah, it's gonna be a wrap. Should have sold there. Should have taken my profit. So if I can exit one more time, break even maybe. Selling there, 52. Damn. So was profitable on it, but it's so choppy up here. It broke its 5 and 10-minute high. I didn't look at the 10-minute high, so stopped out with a small loss there. 500 shares. That's completely my fault. I didn't see what the 10-minute or 5-minute high was. I just had a target of 75. 75 is a quarter, so I figured it would be a resistance around 75. Wanted to see the break into 70. Didn't want to undersell myself, but I mean I'm selling red now. So BBBY up here, choppy. I chased it for sure. I should have got in the 20s back when it was down there in the previous green candle, but that was completely my fault. So I'll go back to FRZA. Pulling back here, 5-minute and 10-minute broke the low, but it doesn't look like it's going to recover here. It seems to be having a hard time popping up. There's no good pop on this yet. I was expecting like a surge back up to 980 at least, but it's still hovering down here, struggling to break 950. So I think that one's kind of a wrap. G box. It's too low of a price for me. I don't like it. ARTL. It's not so bad. I don't like its 10-minute though. So BBBY, now we're breaking the high. Should have taken my entry there. It is basically an ascending wedge here. I don't even know if that was an ascending wedge. I might have my terminology wrong completely. This one is easy to borrow though, which I just realized. I don't remember what my short keys are though. I think it's Control Shift. I want to short it here. I just don't remember my short key. Yeah, it's whatever. I wonder, do I even have a short key? We're gonna have to check our hotkeys here. View settings. That's a weird key. I don't remember putting it as that. Control Shift Clear. Okay, so this whole time, that sucks. Let me change it to SPY here. The whole time I was fixing my keys, BBBY is taking off. So, dude, I missed that entire climb there. That sucks. I missed the entire climb. I was trying to fix my hotkeys for shorts. Either way, the short wouldn't have worked anyways. But I wanted to make sure I knew what my keys were. Look at that, almost $1 a share. Man, what a massive rip on this stock. Just completely missed it. So let's see. pull back below 50. Starter could be around 19. I don't really know where I want to get in if I take this though. Should have taken it there. So now that it's at 19, I'm going to limit myself to 400 shares. We'll take 400 share size positions. See if we can dip down here again. Starter can be low 70s maybe. We'll see. Break of 20 here. Look at that. Wow. I feel like my program's a bit choppy here. Taking a starter there at 94, looking for the break back above into the 20. See if we get back to 2050. It's 20 now. It's 25. Not quite getting that rip. It's 27, 30. We get the break at 50 here. 40. Break through 50. Not quite. Sun at 45 there. That was a really, really nice trade. Next 1 minute's going to open here. Got to be careful. We're buying the highs. That was 400 shares. That was a nice trade. So let's see if I can buy another dip here in anticipation for this next 5 and 10 minute open. Nice rip there through 20. I wanted to take a starter there at 42, but gotta be careful here. There's a big drop. Back down to 20, down below 20. Oof, so good thing I didn't take a starter anywhere in that range. That's a nasty drop there. Big rejection. Now if we have a pop into the 20s again and it hits like 2020, then we can definitely take a starter on this next 1 minute candle. That's quite a rejection here, so I might want to get in for a short. If it can hold below 20, if it comes back up to 20 on this next 1 minute, I could take a starter on a short in anticipation for this to hit a target of 1920. It's just that's such a massive pullback here. So nah, it's not gonna pop up. If it pops up to 2020 here, I mean, we could definitely see this back up. This had a massive, massive climb. So now we have a massive red 5 and 10 minute candle. After such a massive climb there, this could be another 5 and 10 minute setup. We'll see. ARTL keeps hitting the scans. Okay, so here's a pullback coming towards 20. But my question is this going to hold below 20? If it holds below 20, then we can take a short entry. I'll take a small short entry, 300 shares, in anticipation of this thing actually popping down below again. But it all depends if it can hold below 20. 20 is our first resistance level here. I can put another line here actually. Line study. This is our first area of resistance about 1980. See if it wants to hold below. Right now it's kind of bear flagging. Depending on how this candle finishes, I might take a starter on the short. My target would then be 1860. So this candle's finishing kind of low, but it did double or triple bottom here. So it did hold these lows. Take a small starter there at 38. Looking for the break of these lows here. Break of this low through 20 all the way to 1860 would be my targets. Let's see if we get the break of 19. Want to see more red. Go back into the teens here. Is the teens again. Can we break down into the tens? There it is, 1904. Can we break through 1904? Not quite. It's 4, 3. So one more attempt here. If not, I'm gonna get rid of it. See the break here or no? No, not quite. Selling there. Well, canceling my order. Gonna see if it wants to retest here. I'm in at 38. Pop back up here. It's not looking good for me. Nope. Gotta stop out. 20-cent loss on 300 shares, dude. Oh, that pisses me off so bad. Massive recovery there. I should have got rid of it in the teens, too. I'm so pissed about that stupid trade. I should have got rid of it. As soon as it held 19 there, I knew I should have got rid of it. So we'll flip long here. See if this wants to actually flip long on us. We shouldn't. I'm gonna wait. Because if I flip long and it doesn't hold 1980 again and it rejects, this could have just spooked me out and we see a rejection once more. We'll wait because the 5-minute is still low. I don't want to take the wrong entry here. We'll wait it out. That could have just spooked me out and it's not gonna rip. So here's the break of 1980. Let's see if we get the break of 20. Or if it's going to be a false break. If it's a false break all the way back to 50, I could take another starter on a short position. I think I might have just got spooked there and sold for a loss. When realistically, like it's back towards the 50 here. I was about to take a starter there. I want to see it back in the 70s real quick. There's a break of the high here. Oh no, I didn't mean to go long here. Oh, that's such a mistake. Where am I in at? 78? I'm selling with the. Oh, I added there. Oh no. Selling there at 78. Selling at 78 if I can. Just got rid of it there. Oh my god, that was such a bad trade. I didn't mean to do that. Profitable, but barely. That was such an accidental trade. I was trying to get short there. I was trying to get short there at 74. Jesus, that sucks. 74 for the break of the 56 or 50 level. Another retest back to the lows here. That's what I was going for. So there's 57 for a second, 58. Choppiness here. If this is going to go higher and this is going to rip back to the 20 level, it would have to hold Above 50, break this low, hold above 50, but this 10-minute would have to finish strong. So this would have to break through 20. Like, we'd have to break through 20 within one of these candles here for sure. All right, so I'm getting sloppy here. I gotta be careful with my trades. I had a successful short position, and it completely turned on me. 20-cent loss there with 300 shares. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. That's a good size loss there, about 80 bucks, I think. So I was having a real hard time here breaking back above. I could get short here, 57. And know it too. Look at that. Easy break. Easy break. I get rid of it here in the teens, probably. 1907. Easy break right there. That's such an easy, obvious, such an obvious entry on the short, and I didn't have my hands in the trigger fast enough. That was an easy 50-cent winner there. So quick to break too. Let's see if I can take a short for the break of 9. See if we get one more pop in this 1 minute. Pop back up into the 30s here. I could take a short. Trying to get short there at 32. Looking for the final push down below 19. Can we get back into the teens here? Break at 20 would be so important. Nope, popping up here. I'm in where? 33. Gonna have to stop out here. Back down to 31. I'm looking for that 5 and 7 minute low break. Nah, dude. Okay, that's it with this stock. I'm done with this stock now. So that gave back all my profits here. Let's see where I'm at. Yep. God, dude. 2 trades just completely killed my profits. Just absolutely killed my profits. And it's probably a false push too. That's probably just a false. It's probably gonna reject up here too. I wouldn't even doubt it. Man, that's pissing me off so bad, dude. 2 times I should have just sold my short position. I decided to keep holding. Now I'm only up 17 bucks. I know I was up over 300. It's just these 2 last trades that I took just completely ate the account there. 20-cent, 20-cent losses back to back on 300 shares. Like, man. So those were about combined almost a $200 loser there on both of these trades. And then I did have a couple 500 share position losses, small losses. There was one about 15 cents. So that one did a lot of damage. If I'm being real, that one actually took a good chunk out. Probably another like 80 bucks, 90 bucks. So that's about $300 in losses here. I'm still trying to get this short. The reason I took that short was because I was fairly confident it's going to break its 5 and 10 minute low there. It's so close to breaking its low. It's not even funny, but it's just sideways. This is a channel here in this little range. Like, it's getting really annoying at this point. My target's still 1860. That's really where I'd want to get in at, but dude, this thing is taking so long to break here. It's short again. We're going to try it one more time for the breakdown through 19. Target again is 1860. So short, my entry is where I'm in at 35. We'll see. We'll see if this breaks. It needs to break through 30. It's 21. We're back in the teens here. This is good. Can we get the push finally through 19? We need to break this 10-minute low here. It's coming really low here. 7. There's a low. I'm trying to sell there in the 80s. Filled there at 84. That was a perfect trade. Oh my god. So didn't hit my target, but oh man, I sold just where I wanted to too. At the low, so got in at 84. So 35 to 84. That was a good. That was a good trade. Finally, the move happened. That was the break I was looking for the entire time, and I finally got it. I know I said I wasn't gonna trade it, but Jesus, man, that just that took a lot longer than I was expecting. Again, I kept looking at the 5 minute. I kept looking at the 5 minute here. I was like, okay, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. Never broke. Never broke. And I for sure didn't want to miss it. So I knew that 10 minute was coming down. Thank goodness I caught the whole move there. I basically caught the entire ride. So finally got that break we were looking for. It's great that this one's easy to borrow. I took small share size, made back my losses pretty much, but Jesus, man, I gave back so much money on that just in anticipation. I should have just sold it. I should have sold it. Two times on a short position, I was profitable. I should have just got rid of it. The one that was kind of hard to say was this one. This one was kind of hard to say because I was barely profitable. It was barely, what's the low here? Low of 20, but it was like 24, 26, and that's just like, I could I could sell for small profit, but I was like, I don't know. Ended up not doing it. Ripped, pushed up on me. I was like, bro, you're joking. So sold with the loss, 20-cent loss there. That was a good chunk. This one was just a complete accidental trade. Accidentally even bought into it, so I was like, yo, what happened? This one though, 38 to the low here of O2. I didn't see O2. Lowest I saw was O7. The 38 to O7. That's a good 30 cents that I just missed out on. Instead of selling for profit, I mean, my target's 15 cents. I should have just got rid of it. Even if it was at 15 cents, should have just taken it. But instead, I ended up selling for a good size loss there as well. Another 20-cent loss. So, man, real difficult. Could get in here for a short back below 19. But if this keeps holding, then that's kind of it. 5-minute low is there. But okay, this is holding now. We're breaking back above here. Can we break 1950? It's just going to be a false break. If it's a false break and it comes all the way back down, we can see this back to 1860. So this is so far a nice recovery on BBBY here. It's 10 minutes looking pretty strong now. We broke its low and now we're popping back above. I do like this recovery. If it can pop back above 1980, that would look pretty good. It has to show that it can hold 1920 again for that retest of 1980. So we could take a long here. I'll take the 300 share position if I do take a long. I'm done taking larger share sizes today, I think. But I do like where this is headed on its next 5 and 10 minute. So I was about to get long there at 47. Could get long at 58. I'm not gonna take it. Could get long there at 58. 10 cents so far of a move. I didn't want it to break this high though. If I'm being honest, I didn't want it to break out on this candle yet. So let's see. The next 5 and 10 minutes are gonna open here. I could take a start around 1920. If we can break back into the 20s here, I could take a starter in anticipation of a rip through 1980. But I do want to see this pull back to 1920 just about. I could take a small starter. Didn't quite hit 20 there. I don't really feel comfortable getting long here. $35 is not breaking. There it is. But I don't know. I don't feel comfortable here. Something doesn't feel right about this side. It looks like the 5 minutes flagging as a bear flag. Back in the 50s here. Could take a long. There's 80. Breaking higher. Now we're breaking out. Broke its 5 and 10 minute high here. See if we get back into the 20s. This 20. Massive seller. Broke through that massive seller at 20. Back below though. False break. So back in the 70s here. Massive rejection back down to 30. So false break. That's kind of a wrap for this one. It's going to need some time. I like the formation on the 10 minute. It looks like a kind of triangle here, but the 5 minute doesn't have me too convinced with that doji, you know. If this can pop back up above 1980 and hold in this range, it wouldn't look so bad. So we're coming back to 70 here. Back to the 50s. Choppy stock. So again, another problem that I'm having is stopping out quick. I'm letting my losers run. That was a massive, massive move here. This is like a $200 winner on this part of on this stock. 94, 400 shares, all the way to 45. That's like a 50-cent move there, 51 cent. That's about $200 in this one trade, just this one alone. And then I was also up previously, I believe. I think it was up before on another stock, FRZA. FRZA might have been break even. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember, but still, I could have sworn I was up at least $200, $300 today, and it wasn't. It was all because of that one trade. Now I'm down. So massive recovery here. We're looking strong now. Back down to 80 again. So confusing. It's really confusing, this stock. Man. Back red. So let's just see. We're going back down to 1950 here. So again, we're forming a somewhat of a wedge formation here, unless this just breaks down into the 50s again. Then we're kind of screwed. One minute finish low. Can it hold these levels and break back into the 20s? And if it does, is it going to hold? So there's 95. We're going to break through? Not quite. So this is why it's so choppy. This MACD is touching its it's not crossing yet. It's just like rejecting, bouncing, rejecting. Like it's having a hard time deciding which way it wants to go. This 5 minutes coming to a close as well. So we're coming close to a decision here. There it is, another break of 20. Are we going to hold? It's a triple top. Rejection back down to 20 again. 3 times it rejected. Back into 20. Hit 2020 again. Now it's back to the 10s. But this time it's holding. This time around it's actually holding better. Hasn't broken 20 yet. Touch 20 there for a second. Now the question is, at this point, I can get in on this next 1 minute candle. This one's finishing pretty strong. It's looking pretty healthy. A problem is, what should my target be? We have 3 back-to-back, maybe even 4 if counting this candle. Rejections. So it breaks its high and it's rejected. So here it's actually breaking and holding. Could take a starter here at 35. Well, could have taken the starter. And now we're breaking out here. But is it going to break its last high? It looks like it wants to. It looks like it has the potential. There it is. Just broke its high there. So I should have got in a long time ago back here, realistically. That should have been my long. Really nice recovery off its lows here on that short I made. There's a break at 21. Nice break of 21 and everything. That was perfect. So a break at 21 and rejection all the way back to 2050. It's a nice pop here. We're looking pretty good on this 10 minute. 2040 is our new support line at this point, but it's technically around 2050. I would say is our new support. Um, it's not easy to really tell here what where our support exactly is, but I would say around 2040 on this far side is pretty much support. 2050, 2040. But I don't know. This 5 and 10 minutes gonna open here. I could go for the high break. Could go for a scalp here. Back above 21 and a break through 2150 or wherever the target was. But I do kind of want to wait for the pullback here. So there's a rip through 21, quick break. I'd rather see this. What is it called? I'd rather see this break. It's low here and then pop back above. So have a little bit of a pullback. But if it rips without me, it rips without me. That's gonna be it. So there's the break without me. I'm perfectly fine with that. So we got that high break. Everything's cool. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a wrap for me here. I think that's going to be it for me. I am, like I said, on a different trading station. I am working remote right now. So if my audio quality is hindered, that's exactly the reason for it. Um, and my platform is a little buggy today. But it's like I said, it's because I have this external monitor plugged in. I know that's what it is. It's really draining the amount of CPU power I have on my computer, um, because it's putting a lot of it onto this secondary monitor to trade or to put my scans up and everything. So I probably just didn't get a fast enough computer. I'm usually pretty good with the specs and everything like that. I built my own PC and everything, but I guess this time around it's just a mistake on this laptop buying this one. I should probably invest in a heavier laptop, one with a better CPU. Because I think I'm running Intel, but AMD is usually the better one when it comes to the higher end CPUs nowadays. So I'm gonna have to swap out. I think we'll see. But so far, it's crazy. These past couple days have been amazing for me. I mean, like, I was up over 200 on BBBY. It wasn't even a big share size. I'm capitalizing. I'm finding this momentum. The problem I'm having is selling out of my position, stopping myself out. I'm giving up too much profit and not taking profit when I should. I'm giving them back too much profit now. So now I'm green, but my problem is throwing away all that money that I'm profiting on. So I'm making a good amount of money. Yesterday, for example, MEGL, I made 500 something on it. Crazy. Imagine if I didn't take VEEE or if I didn't take VRDN. If I didn't take those are two $200 losing stocks that I traded. But I made 500 on MEGL. So that could have been a massive uh, day for me, but I instead lost all of it. Same thing with today on BBBY. You know, I was up over 200. I'm like almost guaranteed, and then I put myself down. Like I took two bad trades. Two bad trades. One with 500 shares, I think. Let me double check. No, 300 shares. Another 300 share one back here. So two 300 share shorts, and I think I had a 500 share loser as well. Um, so all these bad moves just ate at my account, and that was kind of it. But if I can capitalize on stopping myself out quick enough and getting rid of a loser fast, if I can capitalize on that or just mitigating my losses, I guess, then I could definitely keep all my returns. Like, dude, I should be up a lot more today. It says here that my unrealized was 230. I know it was way more than that. It was close to 300, I think. But I mean, I gave back a lot of money. So either way, we're finishing up green 160. It's better than most day jobs, I would say. But at the same time, like, Jesus, I should have finished up, like I said yesterday, 500 something dollars. Should have finished up over $300 today. But I'm letting my profits get eaten away by my risk management, my poor risk management. So that's something I need to work on. But I'm glad that I'm staying longer and that I'm actually trying to observe the market and staying a lot later than I should. So that's one good thing I think. But yeah, I think right now that's kind of a wrap for me. Nothing else is in the scans. Nothing else is really moving. Market's kind of slower today than it was yesterday. But that's totally okay with me. BBBY is probably just going to keep taking off here. That's totally cool. I don't mind. But I know I'm not going to be trading up here. It's kind of a wrap for me. If anything, I kind of want to be short. Kind of want to get short up here for a breakthrough 21 and testing these lows here. Break at 21, possible drop to 2040 would be my target. But I don't know. It just broke its 5 minute high, just broke its 10 minute high, and I was pulling back here quite a bit. So that's what I would want to do. We'll see though. I'm not gonna short it yet. I don't think it's ready yet. I think it's just a pullback. See if it breaks through 21 here. It's finished pretty low. I was surprised about that low finish. There's the 20s. Can we get in the teens? Massive buyer there in the teens. Low 20s actually. Could buy in there at 36. Should have bought in there at 36. Look at that massive pop here at 66. That's a 20-cent pop. That was an obvious buy right there. As soon as that big buyer was there, that was an obvious buy. All the way to 86 now. 40-cent pop. 96. Can we see 96? Maybe a 50-cent pop. Not quite. 86 would run the target. 40 cents. If I got in there at 36, that would have been a sloppy one. I could have got in the 20s too. But if I would have gotten at 36 there, it was a pop, easy pop to 86. That was a really nice trade if I took that. There's 96 now. Break of 20. Oh. Break of 22 there. Not quite. There was 96 there, so that's a 50-cent break. Break of 22. Can we get it? It's having a hard time. There it is. And a 60-cent break right there. Whether you would have gotten a sell in that 60-cent, break, I doubt it. But 50 cents at least at 96 right there. That breakthrough 22. So now you would have gotten that break. That's a 60-cent move there. 70 cents if you're still holding, which I probably wouldn't be. I probably would have got rid of it, if I'm being honest, in the 80s. So nice. What a nice pop that was. That was a really good trade there. So nice. This one's showing a lot of strain. And it's kind of a pullback. Yeah, that was a nice pullback. So two candle pullback, rip. This is basically a bull flag. So you get a nice ride up, two candle pullback, nice ride up, and we're eventually going to see another pullback here on the 10 minute. But whether that's going to just pull back or if it's going to keep ripping, I mean, who's to say? I have no idea. What a nice, nice move today. From 16 open, all the way to 22 now. It's a meme stock, but I mean, it's ripping. This is doing work. I'm kind of curious as to what AMC's doing. It's AMC ripping. No, AMC's actually falling down today. What about GameStop? GME. GME came all the way back down to 40. Wow. I'm so surprised. Oh, it actually went even lower to the 20s. Something's not accurate about these charts though, because I remember it was in the 300s and it's not showing 300s here. It was in the 300, 400 range. So maybe my charts are off or something's off. But if it is really at 40, then that's crazy, because that's a massive decline. I mean, it's basically where it initially first started. Back to BBBY here. Breaking through 23 now. We're getting such a massive climb on this one. Look at this climb all the way from where I said I was going to enter here at the bottom of this camo, where it held support at 36. It's 36. I mean, imagine if that. It's not realistic. I would have held this entire move. There's no way. But if I did, like, look at this push. We're going to 24 now. This thing's just zooming. This thing's just going crazy here. This is our first rejection. See, to get that break of 24, I probably want to short it up here. That would have been a nice short entry a long time ago at the very beginning of that candle. Look at that. Yeah, that's kind of why I said I want to short it up here. It looked like it's going to have a lot of struggle around 24 after such a massive climb like that. It's to be expected. I would have shorted it if it broke above 24, or even like I said in this range here. It looked like a good short area. So I'm not in on it. I'm not going to trade it anymore. I'm done today. Oh, wow, that would have been profit city for sure if I got in anywhere at open. So let's just say 23.50. If I got in at 23.50, that's almost $300 right there in that drop. So, wow, massive move. So pop back up here above 23. See if it holds above 23 though. That big climb. That's insane, man. Big climb all the way back into 23.30 there. That's so crazy. Now back below 23. So false break. Could be an entry for a short once more. Let's just say I got in there at 22.70. My target would be the break through 22 now. 21.75 would be the low that I'd really want to see. So practically a breakthrough 22 is my target. If we broke it slow, I probably would have got rid of it down there, because we broke it slow and now popping back up. It's gonna basically be on a pullback at this point. So I would have got rid of it. But look at this strong recovery. Oh my god. Back through 23. This is such a volatile stock, which is great. It's a lot of volatility, but I mean, now it's moving. Now it's moving dollars at a time practically. Big support there at 23. Let's see if they get taken out. Taken out right away. Sheesh. So I'd probably be long here. I'd want to be long there at 82. In anticipation of the break of this last 1 minute high through 23. That's practically what I'd be going for. So I want to see this back above 23.
Let's see if I'm right or wrong. So far I'm wrong on the trade. Still holding the 70s somewhat, breaking down to the 60s there. I would still be holding though. See if we can get back into the 90s here. 22.90. 87 is 90. Break of 23. It's 23. I probably would have got rid of it there at 22.90. 22.99. I mean, if I could have sold. If not, I would have just hit the bid. Sold it for a small gain at 90, but it's 23. It's 23.08. Not a significant break that I was looking for. And I'd probably just get rid of it there at that point. If I didn't get rid of it already at 22.99, I would have got rid of it there at 23 something. Back to 23.08. So pullback on the 1 minute. If it can't hold above 23, it would be a short. Back down to 21. 22. Having a hard time popping above 23. So I'd probably be taking a short at this point. An early entry short. Around 85. We'll just say I got in at 85 there. Screw it. Well, I don't want to see this break into the 50s. 61 for a second. So now it's popping up on me. Hard to say. If it keeps holding, it's gonna pop. Pops above 23, that'll be my stop. 23 will be my stop right away. Still holding this 23, I would have stopped it there. Back down to 77. But I would have stopped out. 50-cent loss, that would have been it. It's having a hard time. Like, I still think it's going to go lower. It's having a hard time breaking lower. Should have just broken already. So I'd be short again. 68 there. $68. I'm in profit of 20 cents. But it's still not breaking out how I want it to. I don't want to see that it holds these lows if I'm still in. I want to see it hold these lows and not recover here, but it's looking like it's making a strong recovery, so I'd stop out again, second time. To break back above 23. So now I'd have to stop and rethink about what I'm doing. This would definitely be a long for me at this point, just based on its two recoveries. It's not making a lower low, and it's kind of flagging here, so it's real indecisive. It's similar to the channel that we were trading back here, almost exactly the same. It's having a hard time choosing, just chopping in a small range here. But now it's finishing green. It's looking pretty good, so I would be long here at 87 there if I could. 89, we'll just say, screw it. Be long at 89 for the anticipation of the break through 23 and through this high of 23.16. That's basically what I'd be going for. Potential rip through this high of 23.88, but not quite in this candle, I don't think. So we did get the break of 23 there, but now it's a rejection once more. So I think I said I was going to be in at 89. Let's just see what happens here. Probably would have sold it above 23 there, because now it's looking pretty red. Again, it's just, I could keep averaging into this stock here, betting it's going to go long or betting it's going to go short, instead of just buying, selling, like quick scalps. But I don't really know what direction this is headed. It is in a triangle formation, and I don't really know if this is going to go one way or the other. There's no obvious direction that I see at the moment. Right here, it looks like it wants to go to the downside. Could be a false break to the high side and then a rejection. So It really depends. It's not easy finding out what direction it's going to go in at the moment. You kind of just have to wait and then let it prove itself to one side after it shows that it can hold support at a certain level. So let's see. It's going to the downside right now. But can we break through and hold below? So every trade I would have taken would have been small profit or a actual loss, depending on how I would have played it. But again, I'm like, this is like fake paper trades. I don't want to mess up my P&L today because I'm practically done today. I'm not going to trade it anywhere here. My target, though, I would be, I guess I would have a long bias on it, but at the same time, the way it's finishing red here, it's having a hard time deciding where it wants to go. It kind of makes me skeptical. So there's a break. So like I said, I would have that long bias, but I would be skeptical about this break though, in anticipation of a false break. So I would have cut my position relatively quick. So on that pop there, I would have probably just sold on that pop. So again, like I said, I was going to be long, but looking for an anticipation of a false break, and there's a false break. There's 24, and then it went all the way back down to 23. So could have even shorted and reversed my position on the stock. A break of 22.50 would definitely sell the stock all the way down, and it has room to 21.60. But so far it's popping back above 23 now. It's a nice little pop there, nice little recovery. If it finished low like that, then this thing could have just dropped for sure. But so great timing on my triangle formation recognition there on the pattern. If I was trading in that range, maybe not the best timing at all, but because I would have been taking several losses there. But at the same time, really good recognition as for a long bias on the 5 minute and the 1 minute after seeing the triangle formation there. I like the way I was looking, and I could have taken a long. So let's see if this can actually break through 24. There's 24. There's a quick break of 24 up to 24.30. It's 32. It's 24.50. Not quite. There it is. 50. Touched 50, and now it's back to 22 or 24.20 for a second. See if we get the break of 50 here. Nope, back down to 24. It's a nice break. It's having a hard time breaking 24.50. There we go. There's the break. Now to 75. 80. We can get that push up to 25. Not quite. Back down to 30. So choppy stock, but awesome moves on this one. This one's making such great moves. Back up to 80. Rejection of 80. Double top. Can we get a break to 25 here? Can we see enough strength to break to 25? Massive seller there at 75. Or wherever that was at. I think they moved. They can't see anymore. 73. It's at 73. So they're going to 73. And we also have another one, I think it's 78. Couldn't see it there. 60 now. We have someone that's stacked at 60. 60 got taken out. 73 is you have a massive one at 70 there. They kind of got taken out real quick too. They got bought into, but didn't break the level. They got bought into for sure. 65, another one stacked there.
It's having a lot of people stacked against him now. 65 broke easily. Look how much volume's in this stock. That's so crazy. 55 right there at 25. Damn. That's a 550,000 share selling. That's a massive move. That's a massive position. That's crazy. Let's see if they got bought into, though. I'm kind of curious if they're going to get taken out here. Back to 25. Boom, boom, boom. They're decreasing now. There's back into the teens. There's a break. Wow. What a push. Look at that push. What a break. Remember, this went from $16 all the way to almost 26 now. $16. How crazy. This is such an impressive stock. There's 26. So we got over 10 points today. That's $10, dude. It's going to 20. It's going to get halted. Oh my gosh. It's up to 65 now. Let's see if it gets halted. Wow, that's so impressive. If this gets halted, that's really going to be crazy. Drop in here. So no, halt level moved. 27 now. Look at this rip. Halt level again. Let's see if this gets halted here. Not quite. Let's see if the halt level moves. Yeah, it looks like the halt level moved. Wow. So, 2 false halts. I don't think anybody really wants to be in this. This is the $11 move already. It's $27.60. Can we get back to that level? It's $27.50. $27.61. That's the halt level again. I actually want to see this get halted. That would be so insane. There it is. Touch the halt level again. Can we get halted though? Not quite. Everyone's selling there. 71.67 now. Halt level moved again. 28. Look at that. 28 like nothing. Can we get halted here? Now it's starting to stack. There we go. Now it's stacking. There it is. That's insane. Halted going up. Wow. That's so crazy. Flat resumption though. That's what it's showing at least. Oh, that'd be scary. I'd be scared. Flat resumption. Man, what a move on BBBY. What a move. And to think that my entry would have been down here too. My entry would have been, like I said, a long bias at 22.30. Imagine, like, obviously it's not realistic. I would have got rid of it a long time ago, like 22 or 23.80 or whatever it was. I would have got rid of this a long time ago, but I mean, Jesus. That's such a massive move. That's so crazy to me. BBBY is just on a roll today. It's just not stopping. So I want to see this on resumption. Depending on what this does, I'm going to trade it. But depending on what this does on resumption, I think it's a wrap for me. I think that's kind of it. I'm just recording this for more data. I want to see what this does, and once it's resumed here, if it just falls, which I think it's going to just reject, if I'm being honest, I don't think it's going to get halted going down. It might, honestly. If this drops to 25, I mean, it might. Because look at that low assumption. I would have not have wanted to held into this halt. Ah, man, poor guys. 2750. Shoot, dude. If it resumes at 2750, which it probably will, if it resumes there, it can possibly get halted going down. Everyone's going to sell out, take a loss. That's just going to contribute to more selling, more losses, and just a potential halt going down, and then it's going to shake itself out. But if it gets halted going down, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to let it do its thing. But that's going to be a wrap for me, basically. I just call it here already. I just want to see what it's going to do. And then I'm going to save it and analyze the data later on. Look at the trade. So, again, yesterday I thought it was really good. BBBY is just as good as MEGL yesterday. And I'm actually pretty green on this one too, but nothing significant. Yesterday it was green, like 500 something. Today I'm only up 160. I should have been up more, like I mentioned. And there's so many trades I could have taken from, when I stopped trading till now. So many trades that I could have taken that could have put me up even bigger. But realistically, I wouldn't have traded them. No, actually, realistically, I probably would have traded them. But I think it's just out of my price range. It's not. It was kind of choppy, but it wasn't like so bad because I was still trading it in this choppy range for sure. But it's just out of my price range entirely at this point. So realistically, I don't know if I would have been able to afford it with a small account. But if I did have the size, I possibly would have traded it with 300 shares, and I could have been practicing all in this range with 300 shares. But once it got past, 25, I think that's a wrap. Like, I don't think I could trade it at that point in a small account. But anywhere in the 20s, I don't typically trade because that's kind of it for me. So there it is, resumption. It's a rejection, 26.30. It's still showing some strength though. It seems like this thing's still holding something, and now it's back above 27. Let's see, this is going to pop up to 28. This is 26 again. Breaking down. Popping up. Almost 28. So it's still holding. That's impressive, man. Candle of indecision here. Breaking down to 26 again once more. Back above 27. Back below 26. Back above 27. I don't want to short it here. I'd probably be short there at 27.35 or whatever that was. I don't want to short it for the break of that 26 low. Probably stop out soon if it pops up. Stop out right there. Still showing some strength holding this 27 level, so I would have got rid of it. I don't even know where I'd be in if I'm being real. So there's a pop to 27.60. Needs to do its formation here. It's probably going to be consolidating similar to how it was earlier. Big bid there at 27. There's a break. Can we get the break below 80? And then a push to 50. There's the 50 push. You can get a break below 50 into the 40s. There's, break. Wow, look at that massive break. Oh my gosh. What a break there. To 25.50. That should have been the target, realistically, because that's our first support level here is 25.50.
second push, if this was a big short I was in on, second push would be down to 24. See if we get the break at 25. Push into the teens. I think we can do it. There it is, teens. Next one I'm gonna open here, low. Push to 24 would be a wrap for me. I'd sell it here for the break of 25 into 24. There it is. I would have sold there at 50 if I could have got out. So wow. Wow, what a drop. Now this one's going. If we get to some more selling pressure, this can potentially get halted, but massive rejection off the top there of 28. But that 27 break, like I said, I would have been short here at 27.30. Probably would have stopped out, like I said, popped to 27.60. But I could have gotten short again right here for the anticipation of the break, and that would have been a massive break there. So that would have been awesome. That would have been $1.50 of a share size move. Again, the target would have been 24, second target at least. But I would have got out on that quick break all the way to 24.50. There's 24.30, 24.16. Can we get the break at 24 here though? It's coming close. We're coming real close to that break. There's 9, 8, 6. Snap to 24. There it is. I would have got rid of it there at 23.80. 23.86 is just say. So that would have been a really nice short there too. Quick scalps. And here's 23.52. Let's see if this gets halted. It's really close. That's really close. Uh-oh. Touch the halt level. Let's see if this gets halted. Uh-oh. That's for sure halted. Look at that. That's for sure halted. And it's easy to borrow? You're kidding me. That's an easy halt right there. Uh-oh. Okay, it's about to get taken out, but it resumed there. So awesome. That's halted going down. Wow. What a stock today. Resumption at 23.10 so far, 22.80. So it's gapping down too. What a day. I'm telling you, what a day. So awesome move on BBBY. We're gonna end the stream here, and it's gonna be a recap. Probably not this weekend. I'm out this weekend, but man, that's gonna be awesome to review. So we'll go ahead and look back at the tapes. We'll look at everything MEGL on Monday, BBBY today, and let's see what the market has tomorrow. This is way better than I expected. I'm being totally honest. I didn't really expect much today. I was really late today, just because I wasn't ready. Like my stuff was messing up or tech issues, whatever. But even then, we're still profitable. 160.17. It's awesome. So, anyways, that's a wrap. We'll go ahead and shut it down here. So I'll see you guys next time.